it's either one of two things, Mr. Chair. Either A, kasi hindi naman pwedeng parehas kayo nagsisinungaling ni Colonel Garma. Sinabi ni Colonel Garma na yun ang napag-usapan, sinasabi mo na hindi yun ang napag-usapan or hindi mo ma-confirm na yun ang napag-usapan. So, para sa akin, it's either one of two things. Una, napag-usapan yung Davao template, pero wala ka doon nung napag-usapan yon. Or pangalawa, Mr. Chair, ay nandun ka nung pinag-usapan yung Davao template, pero ayaw mo aminin, kaya sinasabi mo na you cannot confirm this statement because you are under oath, and you still are under oath, and you didn't want to perjure yourself. Am I correct?
No, Your Honor. That's the facts that really happened that time that I witnessed, Your Honor.
So, sino sa inyo ni Colonel Garma yung nagsasabi ng totoo?
I will not confirm nor deny the statement of Colonel Garma, Your Honor. We are professionals and we talk just the matters within the bounds of our profession as police officer, Your Honor.
Once again, good afternoon, Mr. Chair, and I'd like to also greet our two new resource persons. Welcome to the committee. Ang tatanungin ko ngayon, Mr. Chair, I'd like to address my questions kay Colonel Grijaldo. Colonel Grijaldo, natatandaan ko dati nung nag-attend ka pa dito at nabigyan pa yung committee ng pagkakataon na matanong ka, sinabi mo na nung June 28, 2016, ay nag-attend ka ng isang meeting sa DPWH building kasama ang classes 1996 and 1997 ng PNPA. Tama po ba yun?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, kasama mo dito sa meeting na to, Mr. Chair, si Colonel Ray Nagarma. Tama po ba yun, Mr. Chair?
Nandoon po si Colonel Garma, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair, gusto ko lang tanongin, bakit sa Davao ang naging meeting? Bakit sa Davao ginanap ang meeting na to?
I don't know, Your Honor.
You don't know, but I think you know. Because ang nagpatawag ba ng meeting na ito, tama ba, ay si former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte?
I don't know the circumstances that time, Your Honor, who made the arrangement of the meeting, Your Honor.
So why did you attend a meeting that you didn't know the circumstances of?
Yes, Your Honor, I was having my schooling.
No, I'm
officers.
asking you, bakit ka mag-a-attend ng isang meeting na hindi mo naman alam sino ang nagpa-meeting at kung ano ang pakay ng meeting?
Your Honor, allow me to give my premise on the circumstances.
All right.
It happens while we were on our schooling at Mintal, Davao City. And during the time, Colonel Garma and some other of my classmates, Colonel Belela, and all other Class 97 were undergoing a officer's senior executive course that time. And there was some talks among the officers that there will be a gathering on that place. So that's the only thing that we know that time.
All right. And so I'd like to ask, in this meeting, was the former president present?
I have seen the president that time, Your Honor.
I have seen the president at the time. And June 28, 2016, that would be 2 days bago siya manumpa para maging presidente natin. And that would be 3 days before he would assume office. Tama po ba yon?
I could not recall, Your Honor,
Mr. Chair, ano ulit yung natatandaan ko yung campaign slogan dati ni PRRD? It was very, alam nating lahat yon. Ang campaign slogan niya ay change is coming. Colonel Grijaldo, ano ba yung sinasabing change ni former President Rodrigo Roa Duterte? Di ba yung change na yon ay to reduce the crime rate, to reduce criminal activity in the country. Am I correct?
I don't know the political agenda at the time of the election, Your Honor.
And in fact, on his very, very last political rally before he won the presidency, there is a very famous quote na, in fact, kumalat siya hanggang sa international news outlets. Sa BBC, nandun nakasulat, sinabi ni former PRRD, "Forget the laws on human rights. If I make it to the presidential palace, I will do what I did as mayor. You drug pushers, hold up men and do nothings. You better go out because I'd kill you," he said at his final campaign rally. "I dump all of you into Manila Bay and fatten all the fish there." Narinig mo po ba to, Colonel Grijaldo?
No, Your Honor. That time I was busy on our schooling because it takes 1 year for us to finish the executive course.
And as confirmed by the former president himself, ginawa niya to, kasi dun sa quote na yon na binanggit ko, sinasabi niya, I will do just what I did as mayor. And kinonfirm niya many times na ginawa niya to gamit yung tinatawag niyang Davao Death Squad. Itong grupo na to, na same group na sinasabi ng isang taong nagngangalang Edgar Matubato na naging parte siya. He said that in the Senate. Tama po ba?
Hindi ko po alam yung circumstances nung kay Matubato, Your Honor.
And this is the same subject also na naging ng affidavit ng isang taong nagngangalang Arturo Las Cañas na umamin ng existence ng DDS, pati na rin sa pagiging former DDS leader niya. And this is the same DDS, Colonel Las Cañas, na tinutukoy ni PRRD sa Senate committee hearing na dinaluhan mo. Am I correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And nung sinabi nga niya na I will do just what I did as mayor, ito ay, ang pinatutungkulan niya dito, yung tinatawag na Davao Template. Am I correct?
I could not remember what he has stated during the Senate hearing, Your Honor.
And bilang ating Pangulo, siya yung Commander-in-Chief ng Philippine National Police. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
And in place of the Davao Death Squad, to implement what he said would be his war on drugs, ginamit niya yung PNP, which in my humble opinion is a very great alternative considering na our policemen are not only very well trained but are better equipped to further the cause, to lessen the crime rates in the country. Tama ba?
I could not confirm or deny that statement, Your Honor.
And bilang member ng Philippine National Police, do you confirm that during his presidency, ito yung naging focus ng kanyang term? Yung pagpapababa ng crime rate sa ating bansa? Ng criminality?
It was his policy, Your Honor.
And ayon sa testimony rin ni Colonel Ray Nagarma, I believe it was the September 27 hearing, this was the reason kung bakit siya nagpatawag ng hearing, ng meeting doon sa DPWH building sa Davao noong June 28, 2016. For our viewers, mababasa naman natin yung naging conversation ni Chairman Paduano at ni Colonel Ray Nagarma. Dito, inaamin niya na ang napag-usapan doon ay yung Davao Template. Having said that, Mr. Chair, ikaw, Colonel Grijaldo, hindi ka sumang-ayon dito. Dahil sabi mo, in the same hearing, nung ikaw na yung tinatanong, sinabi mo na you could not confirm the statement ni Colonel Garma. Am I correct? In fact, I think we can also show the same, the conversation that occurred in that hearing.
Yes, Your Honor. It was not been discussed during the time.
Sinabi mo na you cannot confirm, sabi mo, I could not confirm that, Mr. Chair, na napag-usapan yon.
Yes, Your Honor.
Pero tama ba na inaamin mo na nandun ka sa meeting na yon, Colonel Grijaldo?
It's not a meeting, Your Honor. I was
It's
there
a
just
bonding?
to be present together with my classmates, Your Honor.
So what do we call it?
That was a courtesy call, Your Honor, where we're
Courtesy call.
called together with some of the officers.
Okay.
But we don't know what is the topic for that meeting or gathering, Your Honor.
So having said that, it's either one of two things, Mr. Chair. Either A, kasi hindi naman pwedeng parehas kayo nagsisinungaling ni Colonel Garma. Sinabi ni Colonel Garma na yun ang napag-usapan, sinasabi mo na hindi yun ang napag-usapan or hindi mo ma-confirm na yun ang napag-usapan. So para sa akin, it's either one of two things. Una, napag-usapan yung Davao template, pero wala ka doon nung napag-usapan yon. Or pangalawa, Mr. Chair, ay nandun ka nung pinag-usapan yung Davao template, pero ayaw mo aminin, kaya sinasabi mo na you cannot confirm this statement because you were under oath, and you still are under oath, and you didn't want to perjure yourself. Am I correct?
No, Your Honor. That's the facts that really happened that time that I witnessed, Your Honor.
So, sino sa inyo ni Colonel Garma yung nagsasabi ng totoo?
I will not confirm nor deny the statement of Colonel Garma, Your Honor.
Parang di ako nasagot. Pero, Mr. Chair, inaamin mo, nakakilala mo si Colonel Garma.
Yes, Your Honor. She was my classmate in the academy, and we've been assigned in the Region 11.
Okay, if we take, kung tinatanggap natin yung sagot mo, na you cannot confirm if that conversation happened, and Colonel Garma confirms that the conversation happened, bilang malapit kayo ni Colonel Garma, and considering na very, very critical yung pag-implement ng Davao template nationwide, hindi nyo man lang napag-usapan ba to ni Colonel Garma? Hindi ba yun parang contrary to human experience na hindi nyo siya napag-usapan? Hindi ba kayo parating magkasama ni Colonel Garma?
We have that relationship, Your Honor. Magkaklase kami. But we are professionals and we talk just the matters within the bounds of our profession as police officer, Your Honor.
Pero 'di ba so that was June 28, 2016. I remember in a hearing many months back, napag-usapan yung matagal nating naging topic yung tungkol kila Jimmy Fortaleza, 'di ba? Dinalaw niyo siya ng July 2016 sa Davao Penal Colony. Tama ba 'yon? I remember everyone was confirming that visit.
Yes, Your Honor. I confirm that we were there to visit Major Fortaleza, Your Honor.
And it was only a few months after that visit na papatayin yung tatlong Chinese drug lords under the actions nila Colonel Garma, ni Padilla, si Leonardo, and according to them, they were taking direct orders from no less than the former president himself. Hindi po ba ang naging simula ng Davao template, Mr. Chair, ay yung pinag-usapan sa meeting nyo noong June 28, 2016?
I'm not in privy, Your Honor, what were the discussion between Major Fortaleza and Colonel Garma that time when we visited him at Dapicol, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Chair, it seems that, as evasive as our witness wants to be, I would like to manifest that apart from his history, his long-standing history with Colonel Garma, there are really several instances which would put them in the same places and events which is further evidence of their close work and personal relation. We've also confirmed, Mr. Chair, na una, si Colonel Grijaldo was indeed in attendance sa meeting sa DPWH building noong June 28, 2016. And because of his attendance in this meeting, kahit pa i-deny ni Colonel Grijaldo ito, he was indeed part of the planning of the nationwide implementation of this Davao model, or what we all know as the war on drugs. With this, Mr. Chair, I didn't want to take up all of my time. I yield to the next interpellator. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Thank you, Congressman Zamora.